today we are going to discuss how we can generate a three-address code for a Boolean expression. So, Boolean expressions are mainly used for two purposes. The first purpose is to compute the logical values, and second one we use it in the conditional, use it as a conditional expression in statements such as if, else. Okay, so in conditional statements we'll use Boolean expressions. Now, the Boolean expressions consist of Boolean operators such as and, or, and not, and these operators and, or, not are either applied to the Boolean variables or it may be applied to a relational expression. Now, relational expressions means the expressions of the form a less than b or a greater than b, a less than or equal to b. So, such kind of expressions are known as relation expressions. So, which involve some relational operators. So, it is sum of the form sum E1 relational operator is represented as relo E2. Okay, relation. This is a variable E1, relational operator variable E2. Okay, so this E1 and E2 may be some arithmetic expressions even. Now, in a Boolean expression, we denote the true using 1 and false is represented using 0. So, the Boolean variables can take two values, either true or false. True is represented using numerically as 1 and false is represented numerically using digit 0. Now again the expression, the Boolean expression is evaluated from left to right as we do for the arithmetic expressions. Example, consider the example here. This is a Boolean expression because it involves Boolean operator and, right? So it is evaluated from left to right. So A and B, this Boolean expression, we are going to generate the three-address code for this Boolean expression. So A and B, so we are going to store the result of A and B in T1, temporary variable T1. So how we can represent it or implement this three-address code, we can use either a quadruple, triple or indirect triple. So now I am going to show how this three-address code can be represented using a quadruple. So quadruple means it has 4 fields. So the corresponding representation of this is the operator used here is what? A and, right? And the first operand is A, second operand is B, and the result is stored in the temporary variable T1. So this is the quadruple representation of this three-address code. Now consider the Boolean expression A or B. So again, we can represent the three-address code for this as, we can represent some T1 is equal to A or B, right? And the quadruple representation of it is or A, B, result is stored in T1. Now note C. Note C, the three-address code for it is what? T1 is equal to some note C. So the operator used here is not, and the first operand is C. It doesn't have any second operand, and the result is stored in the temporary variable T1. Right? Now consider the Boolean expression A or B not C. So how we can write the three-address code for this? So whenever you have or A or B not C, so we can write the three-address code for it as follows. First, you have the not operator, right? So not is having higher precedence. Again, the second precedence is for and the least precedence is for the operator or. So here we have a not operator. So first we have to perform that T1 is equal to not C, right? Again, so this result is now available in T1. Again, what we have to do? So here we have to add one more operator and, right? A or B and not C. This is the expression. So not C. Now it is available in T1. Then what we have to do? And operator is having next precedence. So T2 is equal to B and not C is available in T1. So the entire result is now available in temporary variable T2. Then what we have to perform? OR operation. T3 is equal to A or the entire result is now available in T2. So this is the representation of three-address code for this particular expression. Now how we can represent it using a quadruple? Now this can be represented using the quadruple as follows. First one is T1 is equal to not C. So your operator is not operator. First operand is C. You doesn't have any second operand. The result is stored in T1. Now next T2 is equal to B and T1. So the operator is and your operand is, first operand is B, second operand is T1, and the result is stored in temporary variable T2. Next you have T3 is equal to A or T2. So or A T2, result is stored in T3. So this is the quadruple representation of this expression, right? Again the relational expression, if A less than B, okay, this is equivalent to the conditional statement if A less than B, then 1, okay, else then 1, else 0. So this particular relational expression is equivalent to the conditional statement if A less than B, then 1, else 0. So we can see how we will write the three address code for this particular relational expression. So this is the corresponding three address code for A less than B. So A less than B is equivalent to a conditional statement if A less than B, then 1, else 0. Okay, so we represent it using the following way. Now I am starting the index from 100. Okay, so the three address code has been generated at location some 100. So we write if A less than B, then go to 103. Okay, it is a conditional jump. It is a conditional jump. If A less than B, then go to 103. And what 103 have? If this is true, then the temporary variable should hold a value 1. Okay. Else, if A is not less than B, means it will go to location 101. That is, the temporary variable will have the value 0. After this is executed, then it has to skip this. Therefore, it has to go to position 104, right? That's why we have given go to 104. So once again, I'll explain this. If the condition is true, then it has to skip these two statements and it should reach 103. That is, then go to 103. If the condition is false, it will go to the next statement, T1 is equal to 0, and after executing this, it should skip this step, right? Why? Because this is the condition for true. Now if the condition is false, mean it will execute this, and after that it should execute whatever is remaining after this. That is why we have given go to 104, or in short, the current index of the three address code is represented using a pointer known as next statement. Okay, so initially next statement will point to location 100. So if the condition is true, means it has to it has to go to location next statement plus 3. That is, if it is 100 plus 3 means it has to go to 103. Next statement plus 3. That is, if the condition is true, then go to next statement plus 3. Next statement means current location, current index of the three address code. So next statement here is 100 and plus 3, which is equal to 103. Okay, and if it is false, means it will execute this step. That is, the temporary variable will become 0. Again, what it has to do, it has to skip this statement, it has to reach this location. Therefore, go to 104. That is, here the next statement is go to next statement plus what? Plus 2. If here it is 102, next statement is 102, means plus 2, it is equal to 104. So this is the corresponding three address code for the relational expression A less than B, right? Now considering the three address code for this thing, this is what A or B and not C. Considering this and considering this, the Boolean expression that we have done, that is A or B and not C, and the relational expression A less than B, let us look how we can generate a three address code using a translation scheme. Okay. Consider the grammar. So these are the production rules of the grammar. So example for arithmetic expression. So E produces E1 or E2. E produces E1 and E2. E produces not E1. E produces E1. E produces E1. That is relational operator E2. E produces true and E produces false. So this is the expressions involving Boolean operators. Therefore, it is a Boolean expression, right? So let us see how we can write a translation scheme which is capable of generating the three address code or a quadruple for the given expression, Boolean expression. Okay. So considering this production rule, E produces E1 or E2. Okay. So here we have already done the operation for OR, right? So this is an expression which involves OR operation. So how we can write or the quadruple, corresponding quadruple means it will consist of a operator. So since it is having a operator, we have to use the emit function, right? Emit. First one is the operator involved. So here it is the OR operator. Next operand means it is the first operand, right? Here the first operand over here is E1. Okay. So here E1, E2 actually it means it is same as E itself, but in order to differentiate the left hand side and right hand side E's, we use the terms E1, E2, etc. So actually all of the E1, E2, etc. everything is E only. Okay. So here first operand is E1. So E1 dot place whatever variable is what is the value of this E1 that. So E1 dot place comma second operand is E2. Therefore E2 dot place, and look here E1 dot place, E2 dot place, and the result is stored in a temporary variable, right? So here also this result is stored in a temporary variable new temp. Okay. Again what we have to do, we have the result of this in a temporary variable. Again the value of that temporary variable has to be assigned to this E, right? So E dot place has to be assigned with the value of new temp. E dot place is equal to new temp. So this is how we write the translation scheme. What we did was first we wrote the emit function, then the result that is available in the temporary variable is given to or assigned to the left hand side variable E. Okay. Now consider the second production rule. E produces E1 and E2. In the similar way, only difference is instead of OR we have the AND operation here. So AND first operand E1 dot place comma E2 dot place, and the result is stored in new temporary variable. Again E dot place is equal to new temp. Likewise here also, here the operator is not operator, emit not, first operand is E1, you don't have any second operator, and the result is stored in the new temporary variable. So here also we can see that not operator, first operand doesn't have any temporary, second operand, and the result is stored in the temporary variable T1, right? Again the result should be assigned to the left hand side variable E. So E dot place is equal to new temp. Now this is just the, we are just assigning the value of E1 to E, or we are just giving the value of E1 to E. So the no operators are involved. E dot place is equal to E1 dot place. Now consider this production rule. E produces true. Now I've already told you that true is being represented using the value 1, okay, and false is represented using the value 0. So for true, what we have to do, we have to emit a quadruple. Emit, what we have to do, we have to assign the temporary variable with the value 1. So therefore the operator used is assignment operator. Value 1 has to be given. So 1 is the first operand, and 1 is the first operand, and second we don't have any second operand. So null comma new temp. So the temporary variable must be assigned with the value 1. Again what we have to do, E dot place is equal to new temp. Likewise for false also, here instead of 1 we have to change with value 0. Emit equal to 0. Again second operand is null, and the assignment means suppose a temporary variable T1 should be assigned with assigned with the value 0, right? So equal to, if it is false means you have to emit a quadruple in such a way that emit equal to 0. Second, you don't have any second operand, and this is the new temporary variable. So the temporary variable, new temporary variable, suppose it is some T2, it will be assigned with value 0 over here. Here the temporary variable will be assigned with the value 1. Okay. Now again the value of new temporary variable has to be assigned to the left hand side variable e dot place is equal to new temp. Now consider this production rule. E produces E1 reload E2. So this is a relational expression, right? So here we saw a relational expression A less than B. So the relational expression is similar to, or it is equivalent to this conditional statement, which is represented as this, or its address code is represented as this, right? So suppose we have a relational expression like this. What we have to do first, we have to consider this one. We have to emit a quadruple. Okay, we have to emit a quadruple, and the operator involved here is a relational operator, so it may be less than, greater than, anything. So the relational operator, that is reloc, comma, what we have to do, we have if A, right? So we have to label it with if, given a single quotes if. This is the first identifier, ID1 dot place, whatever identifier is there in this place, first place. So ID1 dot place, comma, second operand means ID2 dot place. Okay, reload, comma, if is just a labeling, we need if over here. If ID1 dot place, comma, ID2 dot place. Okay, then what we need go to 103. Again give go to. Okay, it is also a label given a single quotes. Go to what? This is 103. This next statement points here to 100, and here it will point to next statement plus 3, right? Then go to next statement plus 3. So how will you write this? First emit. This is a relational operator. Label if ID1 dot place, comma, ID2 dot place. Label go to next statement plus 3. Again, second one is T1 equal to 0. So we have to emit the value 0 into a temporary variable. So emit equal to or assignment operator 0. T1 has to be assigned with 0, right? So this assignment operator 0. You doesn't have any second operand. It has to be assigned to a temporary variable. Next comes go to 104. So you doesn't have any operand. So no operator, no first operand, no second operand. Only thing is give the what we have to do. The result is go to, okay, label go to next statement plus 2. Here it is 102, here it is 104. The next statement points to 102. Then you have to go to next statement plus 2. Okay. Then the last one is T1 has to be assigned with 1. That is the temporary variable has to be assigned with the value 1. So emit assignment operator 1. Okay. Null. You don't have any second operand. Null, comma, new temp. Again, what we have to do? We have to assign whatever value we have received here, got on the right hand side. It has to be assigned to left hand side variable. So E dot place is equal to new temp. So this is how you write the translation scheme for generating a 3 address code for a Boolean expression.